Hi everybody! Today I want to show you how to make these friendship bracelets without any beads. I want to give a shout out to Rena for inspiring me to do this video. She asked me to come up with an idea for making friendship bracelets without any beads. And this is what she wrote. She said, can you please come up with a cool bracelet that I can make just with string, no beads, please, because I don't have beads and I don't want to buy beads. Yay! I love challenges like this. This is totally awesome. And I love the other bracelet that I make, and I'm going to leave a link to that down below. But that one has beads. And I wanted to make a friendship bracelet that was similar to that one, but with no beads. So this time, we're going to use just string to make our bracelet just like the other one, but no beads. I love it. Here's what you're gonna need. Scissors, crochet thread, cotton string. I use Peaches and Cream brand. It is much thicker than the crochet thread. A measuring tape. Craft glue to keep your knots from coming undone. What I used was a clamp for the video, but you don't have to use a clamp. When I'm sitting in bed watching TV or just relaxing, I use a clipboard. And I just lift it up and pinch my string under that, and then I can hold this on my lap. But for the video's sake, I had to hold it with something onto my table so that you could watch me do it. The first thing I do is measure my thick center string. I usually cut it between 41 and 43 inches, but you can cut it to the size that you think you will need. Now that I have my white center string cut, I'm going to get my crochet thread and I'm going to match it up to one of the ends of my center string. And then I am going to measure this string. I measure it to the other end of my center string, and then I fold it. That's one. And now we do it again to this end. That's two. Now I do it again. That's three. And one more time. And that's four. Now I get my scissors and I cut the end. Now that you're at the end, and you see you got two ends that are cut, and then you got one that's folded in half. You can cut that folded in half piece. Now I will make my clasp. I will tie the center string in the middle of the two long pieces of crochet string by making a small knot like this. Then I will hold the knot under my clamp with the three strings toward the front of the clamp so I can braid my strings. Now I braid the three strings and I stop when I think that it is the right size to make a clasp. I make my loop and tie a knot to hold the shape of the clasp. This makes a strong clasp. The reason why I braid my loop is because if you don't braid the loop will start fraying, or it'll start pulling apart little by little the more you wear it and put it on and take it off. Now I pinch my clasp under my clamp to hold it in place while I make my bracelet. I place 2 crochet threads on each side of my thicker center string like this. Now I take my right crochet thread and lay it under the center string. I get my left side crochet thread and put it under the right crochet thread. I bring it up and over the center string and put it in the loop on the right side. Then I pull my knot tight. The next knot starts on the left side. Lay the left side crochet thread under the center string. Take the right side crochet string and put it under the left string. Then bring it over the center string and put it in the left loop. Now pull the knot tight. We do it again on the right side. Now we do it once more on the left. This makes 4 macrame knots. The next step is to get our center string and tie 2 simple knots to make it look like a bead. Then we make 4 macrame knots and then 2 knots with the center string all the way down until we make our bracelet the size we want it. When I think the bracelet is the right size, I measure it by holding it around my wrist like this. Once I know that it will fit perfectly, I start tying knots to make one big knot. This makes the end of the bracelet that the clasp will fit over top of in order to hold the bracelet on. When I think the knot is big enough, I test it by placing the clasp over it before I cut my strings. Now I put a small bit of glue on my knot to be sure that it won't come undone. The last thing I do is set it in the sun so my glue can dry. And thank you, Rena, for your suggestion and your inspiration. I love it. I hope that you enjoyed watching me make my friendship bracelets today, and I hope it inspires you to give it a try too. I have so enjoyed reading the comments that everybody has been leaving lately. I thank you so much for all the support. It's so awesome. I'll see you next time. Bye! Dog face. I want to do it. Look, he's dizzy. Ooh.